In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at how you can fill your WhatsApp group using a combination of Facebook ads and AI. Now, the AI is to help you with creating your visuals, whether that's video or flyers, while the Facebook or Instagram ads is to help you generate the traffic that is going to be filling your WhatsApp group. Now, I have used this method I'm going to be showing you for several clients. One of them runs an online academy, while the other one, which we're actually still currently running, is for a seminar, but the person wants to be able to fill their WhatsApp group with leads whom they are now going to be following up. Now, whether you are in the tech space, you are in e-commerce, or whatever industry you're in, this method is actually going to be working for you. So all you need to do is to pay close attention. So the very first thing you have to do, of course, is to decide what lead magnets you're going to be using. So a lead magnet is that thing that you're going to be offering to people to entice them to join your group. It has to be something of value. You can either use a free training. A lot of people use free webinars or free trainings. You can also use like free maybe ebook or access to powerful resources on your community. You can even use this method to build your WhatsApp community or even your Telegram community. Trust me, everything you just have to do is to apply to your own use case and see how this can work for you. The next thing you want to do is to now craft your visuals. So your visuals are what you use to communicate your offer or your lead magnet, and it could either be a flyer or a video, and this is the part where I get to show you how to use AI in crafting those visuals. With this method, you don't even need expensive camera equipment or a good studio background or even lighting and all of those things that usually restrict people from creating great visuals or videos for their ad. I'm going to be showing you how to use this AI tool to create an avatar that looks exactly like you and that can speak like a real human.
So the first thing you want to do is to open a chat inside of ChatGPT and upload a random image of yourself. So what we're going to do first is to create a still image and then animate it with another AI tool. But what we are going to be needing ChatGPT for here is to create our prompt that we're now going to be feeding inside of the AI tool that is going to be generating that image for us, which is Nano Banana. So I believe that you're probably not new to Nano Banana, but if you're new to it, you can find a video that I did talking about how to generate powerful images with Nano Banana in the description of this video. Just select a random picture of yourself. So even if I said random, just ensure that the picture is one that we can actually see your face, right? So after uploading the image, I'm going to be writing a prompt like this. Write a prompt that I can use to convert this image into one of the women sitting in her modern home office talking. I will create the image in Nano Banana and animate with another AI tool. So I'm going to click on enter and it's going to generate the prompt. So the good thing with ChatGPT prompting is that it will give you description for lighting, camera angles, and makes the image realistic. So we're going to get into Nano Banana now and just come and click on Nano Banana inside of Google AI Studio. This is the generation tab inside of Nano Banana. Inside here, you're still going to have to upload that image, right? Because it is that image that Nano Banana is going to be using as the basis to create the other image that you want. So I'm going to click on upload file and I'm going to re-upload that same image that I fed to ChatGPT. Okay, and once it is here, I'm now going to paste the prompt that I copied from ChatGPT and I'm going to click on run. The next tool that we're going to be using is called HeyGen. So with HeyGen, you can convert any image into a talking video, right? So this was the image that was generated, and the honest truth is that it really does not look like my seed image, right? But the background is nice and everything is nice. And look at the back of the laptop is showing people, instead of showing this inside, I guess it's the way the prompt is, right? But this is just to give you an idea of what is possible. So I can actually take this image into HeyGen and then animate it and use it for my ad. Now there is an ad that we're currently running, and that is what we're actually using, an AI generated video. And I can tell you that nobody actually knows, right, that it is AI, maybe just a couple of persons, because of how clean it looks. Now the next thing is to go to HeyGen. So once inside of HeyGen, all you just need to do, if you don't already have an account, is to create an account. Easy peasy. You can use your Gmail to create one. Okay, so once you register, I'm trying to get all of this out of the way. So once you've registered your account, this is where you're going to be seeing. And of course, you can actually do all of this on your mobile phone. So all you need to do is to click on create, and then we're going to go to create in AI Studio. So once inside of the AI Studio, you can come to this parts where you have the aspect ratio and change it, right? So if you want it to be landscape, you can change it, and if you want it to be portrait, you can change it. But then for ads, portrait aspect ratios are often better, especially for Facebook ads and Instagram ads and then TikTok ads. So except if you want to do like YouTube ads, you can now use like landscape. Then afterwards, you can come to this other side of the screen, click on scene, click on this first one, because this scene here is the default scene. So click on it and then click on replace avatar, and then you can either upload your own directly or use an existing one that you had already uploaded. So I'm going to click on my avatars, right? And then you can click on create new to add the image that you had just created, right? Now, let's say I want to use this avatar here that I had already uploaded. So once I click on it, it's going to bring it inside of my screen. Then the next thing to do is to enter your script. Now, before you actually come here, you would have generated your script depending on what you want to talk about in your video. So you just paste your script here. Then the next thing is to select the voice. It will bring you to this interface, and then you can just go to select the voice. So if you come to Hayden Library, they actually have different voices, and in fact they have Nigerian voices, right? So if you come down and check the region, you can actually change the accent. So we have English Nigeria here. Just click on it, and then it's going to load different voices that have Nigerian intonation. That's if you're a Nigerian, for instance. So once you've selected your voice and you've also added your script, the next thing you can now do is to come to this top and click on generate, and then your video is going to generate for you. Now, if you're on the free plan, generation time is also quite very slow. So you have to wait for like, maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes before it actually generates for you. And you're going to love it, trust me. Now, after you have finished, generating your video, another thing is to now upload it and do some editing on CapCut.
Now that we have our video ready, the next thing is to create our ads, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that real quick.
So if you have a laptop, you can actually follow this step-by-step process and be able to set up your ads. So the first thing you're going to be needing is a Facebook account, of course. And once you're inside your Facebook account, just navigate to your ads manager. Now for this ads account, we've already been running ads on it, but for yours, if you've not been running ads, it's probably not going to show like this. It might show like an empty page. You're going to be needing a couple of things before you get into the ads manager. So now we have our video ready, right? So you'll be needing your copy, right? That's the advert copy you're going to be using for your ads. And then you'll also be needing a couple of questions, because we're going to be using an instant form, right? And that form means that you're going to be asking people couple of questions to gauge their level of interest for what you want to promote, right? Next thing you're going to do is to come to create, and then we're going to select leads. So I'm going to click on leads, and then I'm going to click on continue. First things first, you have to name your campaign. So this is like the general level where you get to name your campaign and do some basic setup. So after naming your campaign, you can now come down to where we have budget, and then you can leave it on campaign budget. So this campaign budget helps you to, optimize your budget for the best results, right? And then you can set your daily budget, right? So let's say you want to use 5K per day, you can put at that, or you want to do 3K per day, you can do that. And then next thing is you're just going to leave all of these other settings and then click on next. Then this next page is where you get to set up your audience, you get to set up the location of your ad and where you want your ad to be shown on, which is called placement. So we're going to leave it on instant forms, and then you're also going to select the page that you're going to be using. So if you have multiple pages, by the time you click on this drop down, it's going to drop down all your pages, and then you can select the one you want to use. Okay, now let's say we want to leave it at this, and then at the performance goal, you're going to be leaving it at maximize number of conversion leads, because we want to get as many people as possible that are going to not just be leads, but are also going to be converting at the end of the day. Then budget and schedule, we've already set up the budget at the campaign level. Then for this schedule, you can schedule your ad to start at any time of the day you want the ad to start. And then if you also have an end date in mind, you can also add that as well. Then for the audience, we have two type of audiences. We have the advantage audience and we have the manual audience. So the advantage audience is where you get to tell Facebook, you get to give Facebook a suggestion of the people you want to reach, and then it will use your suggestion to, find your audience, right? So you can either give it a suggestion or you can just leave it blank, but do the important setup like location, targeting, age, and gender. If your product is gender specific or age specific, you get to set all of that up. But when it comes to detailed targeting, you can either leave it open or give Facebook a suggestion to work with. I know that if you're stumbling on this video for the first time, you probably are not conversant with all of these things. You can check for videos that I've done on how to run ads for beginners so that you can also get a clear idea of how this is, so that you don't get confused. But if you don't want to use this advantage audience, say you want to target a very strict group of people with your ads, you can also come here and click on further limit the reach of your ads. But these days, advantage audience is advisable because Facebook is introducing a lot of AI, strategies into their targeting, such that they're able to help you reach your target audience so long as you're able to give them content to work with, right? So at the level where you get to give Facebook content, that's where you get to feed it with video. You have to use at least 3 videos so that with the suggestions you've given it, it can now go further to, pick, search for your audience. Okay. The next thing is to scroll further down, and then even at this placement. So the placement is just you telling Facebook where you want your ad to be shown. So we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Thread, we have WhatsApp now, and we also have Messenger, we have Audience Network. So a lot of placements actually. So for the advantage placement, Facebook is going to try to show your ad in different places within all of these places where it feels that your ad is going to be performing better. And once it finds those sweet spots, it's going to leave your ad there. But then if you want specific places that you want your ad to be shown on, let's say for instance, you only want your ad to be shown on Facebook feed, you can now use the manual placement option. So if you want to use the manual placement option, just click on show more settings, and then you can scroll down, and under platform, you can now select the platforms you want. Now for these devices, you can actually select the type of device that you want your ad to be shown on. If you want your ad to be shown on all device, which is recommended, you can do it. So the next thing is to come to next, and this is where we are going to be setting what people get to see, all right, and also setting up our form. So once you are at the ad level, just scroll down. Your Facebook page is already selected because you selected it from the ad set level, right? Your Facebook and Instagram page, if they are connected. The next thing is to create the form. So this is going to be super easy. And all the forms, you can actually create unlimited forms, right? So all you need to do is to click on create form. Then it brings you to the form creation interface. Then it will ask you to name your form. So here where it says form type, make sure you select higher intent so that Facebook can add a review step that gives people a chance to confirm your info. And this one just helps you, get quality leads more. Just leave every other thing as is. Click on next. And on this next page, you're going to be adding an intro. You can also add a background image. You can turn this on, and then you can use an uploaded image. So if you have like a flyer you're using for your ad, you can just upload it. Next thing is to write a headline. Okay, so your headline is going to be something catchy that is going to also propel them or nudge them further to fill the form. You can even ask ChatGPT to write it for you. Then the next part is where we're going to be asking our question. You can either ask for just their contact information, or you can add questions. And when you add questions, you can now add custom questions that will help you qualify your leads, right? This place where it says description, it says let people know how the information they give you will be used or shared. So you can just say something like, we will use the info. So just a disclaimer so that people know what you're going to be using their information for. Okay, then you can choose the type of information you want or the type of details you want them to provide. So most often you would want them to provide you with their full name, their email address, and their phone numbers. You can also rearrange this part so that the full name comes first. So if you want their full name first, followed by their phone numbers, you can move them and rearrange them like that. Okay, so if you also want to make any of this field optional, you can also click that. But we want their phone number, so we are not going to be making it optional. The another thing you need to know is that too many questions can distract people. You can just collect only their contact information if you don't really want to ask any serious questions, or you can come to add question and then add couple of questions. So you can say something like, if this is a webinar, you can say something like, what motivated you to join the webinar? Are you going to be available for the webinar? And all of those qualifying questions. So once you're done with that, you can just click on next. So by clicking on next, you now come to privacy page. So if you don't have a privacy policy link, you can just toggle this off. Okay, so it's actually optional. Then review screen is where people are going to have the opportunity to see all the things, all the answers they've entered before going to the next page, which is the ending page. So this ending page is where we are truly interested, because this is where you're going to be embedding your WhatsApp group link. So you're going to be clicking on this place that says go to website, and the link you're going to be adding is your WhatsApp group link, and you're going to be adding it here. And then this place that says view website, you're going to say something like, you write it in bold and says join our WhatsApp group to have access. And then you can use this description part to let them know that they have to click on that button for them to get access to the training group. Okay, so this works. Okay, and once your ad is live, people fill the form and then they click on the join our WhatsApp group, and then they land on your group. Okay, it works really fast, and you'll be surprised at the speed at which people are joining your group. Okay, the reason why I love instant form is because, number one, you're able to qualify your leads, and number two, it is cheaper to use instant form than to use website ads. Okay,
Thank you very much for watching and staying until the end. If you enjoyed this video and found it valuable, make sure you share with your friends and anyone in your circle whom you believe would also benefit from learning what I have shared in this tutorial. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button so that you won't miss out when we share valuable content like this one. And on this channel, we talk about how to make money online and also a whole lot on sales, marketing, and advertising strategies that you can use to grow your business. And it's like, come your way next time. Bye for now.